Okay, this is going to be a general level Pilates sequence. Hopefully you're already familiar with all the exercises that you're coming to class and you know. Make sure you look after your body, don't do anything that hurts, etc. If normally in class you use a small head support, you can fold up a towel and use that. Make sure you give your neck a little support if that's what suits your body. Okay, we're going to start lying on our back and just have a little stretch out to begin with. So, lie yourself down, reach out your legs, stretch out your arms. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Just stretch your feet away from your fingers. Breathe into your back. Just really nice big breaths. And breathing out. Lovely, good. Bring your arms around to your side. Bend your knees and place your feet deliberately hip distance apart, letting the toes spread out and feeling the ground a little bit. Good, now take a couple more breaths. And as you exhale, just gently think of drawing your low abdominals gently in and up, creating that nice stability around our pelvis, trying to keep a level position in that lower torso. We're going to start with a couple of knee folds. So when you're ready, strong in those low tummy muscles, float up one leg. We're going to go for a double straight away. So draw your tummy in deep, carefully pick up the second leg. Hold a few moments. And then take the feet down and down. Let's repeat it. So we're going to go up, up, down, and down. Keep that strong low tummy muscle connection. So there's no arch in the spine. We do not let our back move. We keep the ribs relaxed and down, abdominals in and up. One more time. Float the legs up, strong tummy, up, and down, down. Good, bring the hands and place behind the head. We're going to go for a couple of chest lifts. When you're ready, breathe out, curl the chest up, look over the knees, and then lengthen the spine down. Good, try to keep that stable pelvis as you do these. We're getting ready for slightly harder ones later on. You want to try to avoid tucking the pelvis. So we shouldn't see a little tuck under when we curl up. We don't want to see that. We want to keep that bit stable, lower body stable, and just curl the upper spine, tummy muscles pulling in deep. And then lowering down. Good, last time, curl the chest up, draw the abdominals in, we're going to float our legs up, 1, pull the tummy in deep, 2, hug the heels in this position, keep breathing. We're going to reach our arms out and go into a bit of the 100, so breathe in. And breathe out. Big breaths. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep drawing in your deep tummy as you breathe, hugging the heels tight. If your neck feels a little strained, just put your head back down, take a rest. If you feel good, one more time, breathe in, and breathing out. Good, hug the knees in. Stretch your knees towards your armpits, let your back just gently stretch, curl the tail a little bit. We're going to change the grip to behind the knees and just do a little rock up to sitting. Place the feet down, hip distance apart. Sit yourself tall, keep the hands holding the thighs to start with. Gently roll back the shoulders, lift your spine nice and tall. We're going to start with the prep for half roll back. So when you're ready, deepen your abdominals, allow your pelvis to tip back and round the lower spine a little bit. And then sit up nice and tall. Try not to collapse into the mid-back when you do this, but try and draw in your tummy, and it's really the lower back area that's hard to curve. So that's the bit where we want to use our tummy and get our lower spines to stretch a little bit. And again, exhale, tip. And then lift yourself tall. Good. Float out the arms. Find the same tall C curve. So round that lower back of the spine again. Breathe. Easy shoulders. We're going into a half roll back. So when you're ready, round back halfway to the mat. And then exhale, keep rounded forward. And again, rounding back. And rounding up. Keep the legs as stable as you can and think of the spine and pelvis rounding backwards. And breathe out to sit up. One more time, round the spine back. Maybe a bit further if you feel good, and then round the spine up. We're going to walk down our legs next. So round back, hold on to your legs. Now try and keep curling the tail under. Slowly lower your body down. Walk your hands down the back of your legs. And we're going to finish lying down. Once you're down, pull your right thigh into your chest, give it a little hug and circle the foot a few times. Maybe 3 one way, 3 the other. Good, hold behind the knee and just stretch, bend a little bit. Try and anchor the back of the hip down, even if you don't fully straighten your leg. Good, keep the leg as straight as it's happy to go, and you're going to flex point a few times. So getting our calf muscle to stretch, our ankles moving a little bit. Good, place that foot down, hug the other knee to chest. Circle the foot, try and keep your tail down, so even though you're pulling your thigh in, you're not tucked with your pelvis. And then the other way. Good, hold behind the knee, keep that back of the hip anchored and just stretch, bend a few times. Hold the leg out, flex, point the foot a few times. Loads of movement in your ankle, stretch your calf. Good, and now slide out your 2 legs. We're going to go for single leg circle. Try and feel really tall first. Reach out your heels, flex your feet and press the legs down into the mat. Imagine you're trying to create length from the crown of your head to your feet, growing a little bit taller and making sure we feel the mid-back is still resting down on the mat. Good, we're going to reach our right leg up, knee joint over hip. Now, if your back legs are a little tight, you're going to bend your knee here, okay? But go to where your body's happy to go. We're going to circle, cross, round and up, cross, round and up. Try to keep the body stable as you circle your top leg. Good, we're going to reverse it, out, round and up. Bottom leg stays still, keep the foot flexed, anchored as you circle your top leg. Last one. Good, bend that one in, slide it on down, other side. Reach up your left leg, knee over hip. You might have a bent knee, halfway or straight. That's independent on your own body. Good, when we're ready, we're going to go cross, round and up. Cross, round and up. Try and feel tall at the crown of your head. Keep using those deep tummy muscles to create a stable center body. Reverse it, out, round, up, out, round, up. 2 more. Last one. Good. Hug that knee in, pull the other leg in, hug 2 knees in. Do a little rock up to sitting. Now we're going to roll like a ball. However, if you do not have a good quality mat, balance like a ball, don't actually roll back. So shift yourself so you have a bit of space, hands on the shin, rounding our spine again, pull into your low tummy, tip back and just balance with your feet off the ground. Now, just try and feel your abdominals scooping in here, bringing the chest and thighs a little tighter into your ball. If you have a comfortable mat, you can try some rolls, otherwise just balance here for a few moments. I'm going to go for a roll, so we're going to roll back, hips up, and then a little balance. And again, roll back, hips up, and balance. 3rd time, if you're rolling, and up. Good. Place the feet down, shift your hips back. We're going to walk down our legs again, so find that lifted C-curve shaped spine, round back a little bit, take your hands onto your legs, and you're going to slowly, with control, support yourself as you roll down. Try and rotate the pelvis underneath you. You want to almost pause at the most challenging spot and see if you can just hold yourself here for a while. Draw your abdominals in deep and then continue all the way down. We're going to do single leg stretch. So next exercise, we're keeping our level pelvis again. So just check in on that. Abdominals are deeply in. We're going to fold our legs up 1, fold them up 2, curl the chest up, 2 hands on one shin, extend the other leg. Now grow tall, shoulders on the back, press a little down onto your leg. And again, exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Try and keep the pelvis level and stable as you change legs. And switch. And switch. 1 more each side. And switch. and switch. We're going to have a rest, hug your knees in, give your head a rest, roll around a little bit. We're going to do double leg stretch today with our hands behind our head for a bit more support. So interlace your hands, hands behind the head. When you're ready, curl the chest up, head's in the hand. Now try and think of lifting your upper back, feeling tall. You should feel a little bit of shaky tummy here. Now hug your heels tightly together. And as you breathe in, stretch your legs out to a high diagonal. And exhale, bend them back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Now pull your tummy in deeply in the straight position. So tummy in tight, and then pull the knees to chest. If you feel strong, maybe a little bit lower with the legs. Make sure the lower back does not arch in this exercise. Flat on the mat, out and in. Last one, reach it out and in. Rest your head. Take a little moment. We're going to rock up sitting again. Spine stretch forward. If you want to sit on a few blocks, if your hamstrings are real tight, go ahead and grab some. Otherwise, sit up with your legs out in front of you. Now, flex the feet, dig the heels down, and try and lift up in the lower back. So we want to really watch that we're not slightly tucked or slouching here. Pull your spine up tall, lift up through the waist, and reach out your arms. We're going to breathe in and grow even taller. On the exhalation, round the spine forward. Keep flexing back the toes. Pull the tummy back in opposition, get length. And then roll your spine back up. Good, keep sitting tall. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round the spine, stretch your spine forward. And then exhale, roll back up. Keep trying to find a lift. One more time, grow tall. And then exhale, round the spine, flex back the feet. And then bring yourself back up. Good. Place the hands behind the head. Try and find that lifted up waist again. And we're going to just do a simple twist to begin with. So turn from corner to corner, trying to stay tall. Imagine you have a torch on your breastbone, on your sternum, and you're kind of shining it to each corner of the room. Legs should not be moving at all. Try and anchor them into the floor. Good. Now twist to the right. Pause. We're going to side bend our left elbow to left kneecap. Try and touch. And then come back up. Face front. Twist to the left. Right elbow, right kneecap. And up and back. And again, repeat. Twist. Left to left. And up. Last one. Twist. Right to right. And back up. Lovely. Relax. Swing yourself around onto your front. We're going to go for a regular plain back extension. So let's have our hands back. Shoulders slightly back, elbows pointing back. Check that your hip crease is level, your pelvis is level, and your abdominals are going to lift strongly up. As we inhale, we're going to grow tall, lift the chest up, look out in front of you, and then lower back down. Good. Now we keep going. We want to get length. We want to keep the shoulders gently back and reach the chest forward. Remember, I'm not after a really tall, big back bend. I want you to try and feel your upper thoracic, your upper spine, mid-spine working. And the lower back should feel totally happy. If I put my hand there, I shouldn't feel grippy muscles in my lower back. And then all the way down. Good. Slide the hands under the forehead. Keeping the hip crease flat. Float the legs up. Try to bring them parallel and together. We're going to go single leg kick. When you're ready, kick, kick, switch, kick, kick. Again, we're looking for stability in the lower spine and pelvis. The leg is kicking and you should be feeling the back of the hip activating. Hips should be flat down. There should be no little lift up in the bottom when you do this, or tightness in the lower back. That's it, one more, and the last one. Good, let's bring ourselves back to sit in a rest position. As long as you have healthy knees, sit your hips all the way back onto your heels, take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, so let's just do nice and simple couple of cat stretches. So wrists under shoulders, knees slightly apart. When you're ready, curl the tail under, round your spine and look down to your knees. And then go the other way. Lengthen the crown of the head, look forward, open the chest. And again, exhale, round. And then reach through. Good. Find a middle position. So you're in natural curved spine. We're going to really lift our deep abdominals in and up. Tuck our toes. We're going to go for a knee hover. So when you're ready, hug your forearms, pick up your knees, and just try and hold your body weight. Breathe. Keep that nice tall spine. Keep the abdominals lifted. And then we'll have a little rest. We're going to go one more time. When you're ready, keep your tall spine, lift up your deep abs, float the knees up. Keep breathing. If you feel really happy, you can try and pick up one foot, put it down, pick up the other one, put it down, and then lower yourself down. Good, we're going to swing ourselves around to sit on our hips again. Okay, so we've got a choice now. We're going to either repeat the half roll back or go into full roll-ups. So if you're not confident with a full roll-up yet, or it's still not quite there, reach out your arms, repeat the half roll back. This will help you get stronger and help increase the flexibility in the lower spine. If you're happy to go for full roll-ups, straighten out your legs, flex your feet, hug your legs, and again, round your lifted up C curve. You're going to breathe out, slowly round back, articulate your spine down to the mat, stretch back, feel really nice and tall. When you're ready, come up, breathe out, curl up, and round forward. Keep moving, try and keep the breath smooth. If you feel like you're going to jerk, just go back to the half roll back exercise. Don't force it, you'll get more benefit from keeping going with your half roll back. Let's do it one more time. Round back to the mat, and then curl back up. Reach forward. Good. We're going to finish on our back and do a bit of bridging. So let's do one more roll back actually. So you can do it with your bent legs walk down or just a traditional roll back. Round your spine, nice and controlled, support yourself. Finish on your back. Now let's bend the knees in. Just take a moment, plant your feet hip distance apart. Let your arms relax at your side. Let the chest feel open. Just take a little breather. We're going to start with some pelvic tilts. So when you're ready, gently draw in the abdominals, allow the pelvis to tip. And then relax back down. A couple of times. Draw in the lower abs as you tilt. And then relax back down. We're going to continue up into a curl this time, so tilt the pelvis. Peel the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Stand into your feet and feel as if your knees are reaching forward. Breathing in. And then roll down from the top of the spine, mid-back, lower back, pelvis, tail. Good, keep going, take nice calm breaths. We want to get a nice mobile spine. Roll up. And exhale, roll down. Try and grow taller as you roll down. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Good, now the more you find your feet and press into your feet, the better. So keep standing into your feet as you roll up. And then gently rolling back down. Good, let's just have another stretch. So reach out the arms and legs. Nice big stretch out. Let's roll onto our side. Bring yourself onto your side for our hip sequence. So if your shoulders are happy, head on your arm, you could use a towel, otherwise bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Reach out through the top foot. You want to find that little bit of lift in your underside. Abdominals are in, you're looking forward, you're trying to be really long and tall in your body. And we're going to lift our leg up and down. Nice and simple, but keep finding that energy of reaching your heel away, trying to create a longer leg. it, one more time. Pause, and we're going to go forward and back. Use your tummy, keep that lower back stable. We're going to do kick, kick, and reach back. Kick, forward, reach back. We're trying to move our hips in this exercise without the spine wobbling about. So try and keep it a nice pure hip action. Last go, kick and reach. Good, now see if you can reach back and actually grab onto your foot. Hold it if you can and gently pull your heel to your bottom so you get that bit of a stretch across the front thigh. Good, and then stretch out long. We're going to do side lifts. So stack the legs up, hug the legs together, place your hand on the mat. When you're ready, float your legs up. Imagine you're really nice and tall. We're going to breathe out, lift our legs up and back down, and exhaled up, down, up, and down. Try and keep the legs nice and straight, hugging together, down. Last one. Hold it up here. Keep hugging your thighs together. We're going to lower lift just the bottom leg, and up. Bottom leg and up. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze the inner thigh. Last one. Hold. If you feel okay, see if you can balance. A couple of moments. Grow a bit taller, hug a bit tighter, and then relax. Good. We're going to roll to the other side. I'm going to switch ends so I stay facing the camera, but you could equally just roll over. Okay, so side sequence. Bottom leg slightly bent for this one today. Top leg out. Reach up through the leg. Find that little lift through your waist. And we're going to go up and down. Start with up and down. Now you want to see that it's a hip movement here. So the pelvis is still, as opposed to letting the whole lot go, wobble, wobble, wobble. So this pelvis stable, leg on its own. Very different feeling. You'll feel it very differently in your hip muscles. Hold your leg there for kick. Deep abs on. We're going to kick forward and reach back, and kick forward and reach back. Try and keep a stable torso as we move our hip. Last one. And reach. Keep reaching back, let the knee bend. Reach back so you can grab onto your foot or ankle. Gently pull the heel in, stretching out that front leg, thigh, hip flexors. And then take a rest. Organise yourself into a straight line, hand on the mat, nice and tall. When you're ready, float the legs up. Hug the legs together. We're going to breathe out, lifting up and down. Exhale, lift and lower. Keep nice and tall. Good, we're going to hold our legs up there. Hold it up. Lower the bottom leg on its own. Lower and hug tight. Lower, hug tight. Lower, hug, last one. Hold, see if you can take a little moment to balance. Breathe there for a second. And then take a rest. Flip onto your tummy. We're going to just do the legs of the swimming exercise. So head in the hands, rest your head, reach out your legs, float them up off the ground. Check the pelvis is flat. Abdominals are lifted, our lower back should not be feeling compressed. We're going to lift up one leg and a switch and a switch. Think of the thigh lifting rather than the foot. We don't want our knees to bend. We should be feeling the back of the hip working here. Lower back should be totally happy. Last couple of times. Good, and take a rest. Good. Quickly sit back one more time. Just have a little quick breather. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. We're going to go into a little plank exercise here. So wrists under shoulders, long tall spine. Just step out your legs. Hold yourself in plank for a few breaths. And then bring in and in. One more time. Out, out, in. If you feel good and you feel happy here, just stay here for a few breaths and just try and rock your ankles all the way forward onto the toes, all the way back into the heels, all the way forward, all the way back. Try and keep your body still and rock the ankle and back. Forward and back. Let's bring ourselves up into a down dog up stretch position. So hips up, stick your bottom up in the air, bend one knee at a time, Stretch your ankles. Breathe. We're going to walk our hands and feet towards each other. If you do need to bend your knees, please go ahead. Have a little stretch over to touch your toes. And we're going to roll up to sitting, standing even. Good. Once you're done, just stand up tall for a couple of breaths. I'll come back to the floor. Try and feel nice and tall, breathe, calm. And then take a lovely stretch in. And a calm breath out. Well done.